Hello and welcome back to fantastic live stream. Is everything in order? Sounds good, I think.
Hello.
I did not scam? What scam? I was right on time then. I think I actually figured out how to do it. Yo, what up, Kikaliga? Okay, today it's gonna get dark soon. But we are at a cool skate spot. We go along the path and you will see where we're at. Also known as the Rick TF. But where are the bodies buried? Okay, you're asking me a lot of questions. I got bad news. I'm wearing a wire. Don't don't ask me that. But anyway, I got a heart rate monitor. I thought it would be fun to do heart rate. Why scammed? Where are the bodies at? Scam. I thought nice abs. Skateboarding with heart rate monitor. What's it scam? Because I'm not skateboarding. Skateboard's right there. Alright, here we go. No scam now. But yeah, wearing the wire. It's heart rate monitor. It should be dynamic. So it says 81, 82. I mean, it looks pretty good. 89, 92. But yeah, if I'm honest, in the last sort of like 10 years or since my adult life, I feel like I'm probably close to like the peak worst shape I've been in a while. Which is okay, you know, seasons change, like it's hard to constantly be at the peak, but I think I would like to get back to that. So I thought, Rick's getting nervous, I drank too much caffeine maybe. I thought I could do a little bit of a fitness arc, but I'm not starting the fitness arc today, but I'm preparing to start the fitness arc. That's why we got the heart rate monitor. I just wanted to test the technology. But what I was thinking is when I truly start the fitness arc in the next like week or so, I want to do like a benchmark test. So like how many push-ups can I do? How many sit-ups can I do? How many chin-ups can I do? We'll do a benchmark, one stream, and then we'll write it down. Then I'll do it again in like a month, and then I'll do it again in like a few months, and we'll see if I can improve. The other thing I want to do is when I was in high school, we did this thing, they called it the beep test, but it's also known as the like 20-meter shuffle run. And when we did that, it was really fun, and it's like a fun activity where there's like an audio track and it goes, level 1, go, do-do-do, level 2, go, do-do-do, and you run and you see how high you can get. I think a good score, I hate the beep test. I love the beep test. I mean, I hated it at the time, but I thought it was funny. So, 2 different streams that I'll do coming soon. Benchmark, setting them, and running the beep test. I don't think I should do them both at once because I think running the beep test will make me too tired to do a good benchmark of the other things. So those, I think maybe I'll do the beep test first. So the beep test within the next few days, I will do the beep test. I think that would be a funny stream. I just need an open space like where I am now. We put a marker and then a marker 20 meters apart, and I just run back and forth, play the audio, run back and forth. Mostly because my cardio is bad. I always loved cardio more than like strength training. And even skating, like I would skate so hard, extreme cardio all the time. Skating's more a little bit like interval training with cardio. Stand still, switch nollie. What up, GR? We're wearing a wire. Don't tell. I just had lunch with Gabe Cruz, which was interesting. Ricky, answer the question truthfully. Does Aaron Cairo know any of my skeletons? I don't really have any skeletons, so I'm gonna say no. I don't think, but could Aaron Cairo, like, I don't know, make my life difficult? 100%. But do I have any skeletons? No. But I think that's all in the past anyway. I think it's all done. Heart rate says truthful. Yeah, you wanna test me? I think pushing like casually and having heart rate at 100 is like not bad, but like not amazing, I think. Yo!
Kikalika gifted 5.
Kikalika with the 5. You want to do some 5 spins? Appreciate the support out here, Kikalika. I'm going down there to skate. Maybe when I arrive, we'll start with the 5 spins. but it's also gonna get dark kind of soon. If I'm honest, the main idea for this stream was to just test the heart rate and just get a little bit of exercise before it gets dark. But the heart rate, it looks pretty sick. It's crazy that technology is so good. Woo! To me, it's so crazy that the technology can be that good. Like, it's not that uncomfortable to wear this. I might just wear it for 100% of the streams, and then you can see if I'm like, you know, if it's going high or if it's nervous or whatever. I think that's kind of funny. It's like I'm bringing you along, then you have the mic, and now you have it inside my body. You have information coming out, so like coming from the inside of my body, just for that extra level. When my anxiety kicks in, my heart rate gets to 120. Yeah, well, what we'll do before I do the spins, when I arrive at the skate spot, I'll meditate. How long? Maybe 2 minutes? And I'll lay on my back. I'll lay on my back, silent, and I'll take deep breaths, see how low I can get it. I think if I do that, I should at least be able to get to 60, maybe 50 something, but I would hope I can get it. If I can't get to 60, maybe we got a problem. Forms of cardio I enjoy: skateboarding and skipping. Where are we going? So I was up there, and we're going to the skate park. This is my training facility. You will see shortly. It looks cool. It's just on the other side of this path. It's not too much of a trek. See if your heart rate goes up when Janice gets hangry. I think I should just, this is what I'm saying, this is the test, but I think I should just always have the heart rate on. It's not like that annoying to set it up, and it's not that annoying to wear. I guess we'll see how it skates, having done skating. But if it's just easy, I think it's so funny to just constantly have heart rate, like time and heart rate. And I'm curious to see, like, if I just skate medium and hard, let's see how high it gets. When I was a kid in school, they would tell me the maximum heart rate is 220 minus your age. So if Rick's 33, what is my max? 187? Right? 33? Yeah. I think we can get higher than 187, honestly. But I guess we'll see if the heart rate technology is good as well. How was my lunch with Gabe? It was actually nice. As I get older, what I've learned in my life is, like, if you have a long-standing friendship with someone, you shouldn't like let minorish bullshit just like taint it too much and hold on to bitterness or whatever. But yeah, I had, damn, really no one here? Oh, one dude here. This is the TF. This is my private skate park. I'm actually kind of surprised there's no one here. But what I'm saying is, I don't know, you shouldn't like hang on to grudges and bitterness or whatever if you've had a long friendship and then like one bad thing happens or whatever. But it was actually nice to talk to Gabe. We caught up about just normal life stuff, and then we talked a little bit about Braille. He was more saying he was trying to be neutral, and I asked him like some stuff about like Aaron and that, and he's like, honestly, I wasn't trying to pry, I wasn't trying to ask him anything. I just went to support him as like a friend, and I wasn't trying to ask him about business stuff. And I believe Gabe in saying that, because like that's what I've seen on the other end. He's not trying to ask us about business stuff. So it was more just, he doesn't really care about Braille, Aaron, whatever. We're just connecting as friends. So it was nice. It was nice that he hit me up. Any content film with Gabe? No. But I did say to him, oh, I want to go golfing with you for a stream. And he goes, yeah, I'm down. Help me, like, give me advance notice so I can plan it, blah, blah, blah. But we could do that. So yeah, that was cool. Gabe won't be on the boys. I mean, he might, but I don't think he really wants to be on the boys either. And I think the reason he came back to Braille was just like, I don't know. He just wants to, like he said, he wants to be impartial. He doesn't want to be in the drama of both of his friends. He wants to stay friends with everyone. I think that's okay. Du Bois Braille collab, imagine. Holy, imagine a world where that could happen. I don't know, who knows? But right now, Rick is collabing with Rick. Yo, what up, McStick? You see the heart rate? Let's see if I can get it 60. How many minutes do you think I need to lay? I think 2 minutes. I think at least 2 minutes of laying down. Should I set a counter? Okay, I think, all right. 2 minutes laying down, and then I will have the alarm, and then I will look at it. Well, you guys get to watch the whole time. But let's see if it can go down to 50. Cool skate park, very nice. Thank you. It's my private skate park. I built it. It cost $200,000. Seems like a cool location. I like this location because there's never anyone here to annoy me or to tell me off, and I can just do whatever I want. Okay, and including whatever I want is lowering my heart rate. All right, 2 minute timer is starting now. Deep breaths, chat. Take a breather with me. If you're watching, take 2 minutes of breaths. Count to 10. You breathe in, you breathe out, you count on the out, and you count to 10. Then you breathe in, you breathe out. When you're gonna count to 11, you count to 1 again. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Boom, boom, boom. All right, 2 minutes of that. Here we go. Should I lay like this? Damn, we still at 80? For realsies? 76? He's dead? Yes. This is where they filmed T2. I don't think it was specifically here. But maybe. That's normal? No, that's too high. I think I'm weakened. We need to get it down. The grunts are on, by the way, I'm pretty sure. No one grunted. Very respectful. Almost too respectful. Normal is 60 to 100. Yeah, okay, but take note, that wasn't what we call resting heart rate. Resting heart rate is when you just wake up from sleeping. Whereas like I've been walking around, I just sat down, I've been drinking coffee, like that's not quite resting. Resting is more when you, seems pretty normal. You ain't an Olympic runner? I'll show you who ain't an Olympic runner. But yeah, wow, that's not a good composition. Why would your heart go slower if he's in shape? Because McStick, think of the heart as like a pump. It's a pump trying to pump up balloons, and the more in shape you are, the lower it is because your pump, it's more effective at pumping. I'm sure the stream adds a few heartbeats even if you are used to it. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Just like the idea of like being watched or whatever. But anyway, okay, that's our sleep. Now let's skate a little bit. Let's see if we can get it to max. Heart is a muscle. You just have to use less of it when it's in shape, just like any other muscle. Should we run? Should we practice the beep test? Doo-doo-doo, beep. Wait, I can count it out because my foot is basically exactly 1 foot. So if a foot is 3.3 to the meter, that means 20 meters would be 66 feet, right? Beep test PTSD? No, beep test is fun. Let's measure it out. And let's see how high I can get the heart rate. I think it will instantly go so high. Okay, this is one marking. I guess I need the skateboard, huh? Level 1.1. All right, we're gonna measure 66 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, there's a skater up there. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So that should be 10 meters. I guess that's about right. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. Okay, that's 20 meters. This is fun. I guess my composition is gonna be something like this. Damn. All right, let's see if we can do some damage to the heart rate. 109. What kind of bike should I get, McStick? An electric bike or a normal bike? I like normal bike, honestly. All right, let's just start slow. And you go like this. Then you wait, and then it goes Should I just run around? Let's run for a little bit and see, and then I'll start sprinting, and then we'll skate and do the spins. It's crazy how insane technology is. Stream and heart rate and everything. Speaker. Should put the mic on the speaker actually. What do the beeps mean? So you have to run the 20 meters in a certain period of time, and the beeps is to keep you on track, where if you run too slow, you like lose. So you either get out by not going fast enough or getting tired. Usually it's not going fast enough. $147, my max is only 187. That's terrible. All right. I think let's sprint. On this next one, I'll start sprinting. And we'll see how high we can get it. $153, okay. Where are we at? 161. That's it. 164. 167. Okay, that was the highest. I thought it would maybe need to run for longer. I thought it would spike a little higher than that. Okay, well, like I said, I wasn't doing the beep test now, this is just the test. I wanted to make the heart rate monitor work before I did the true fitness thing. Mixed stick, wait, we just said a low heart rate is good, right? I'm confused. Mixed stick. The more healthy you are, the stronger your heart is. The stronger your heart is, the more effectively it pumps the blood around your body. So the stronger you are, your resting heart rate could be like 40 or 50 if you're like insane. But more people, it's like 50, 60, 70. But when you exercise, your body needs more blood. So then it will go really high because it needs to. Kegel spins, yes. I forgot to bring my tripod, but it's okay. We'll do them right here. What a beautiful backdrop. Very interesting. Mixed stick, you didn't learn that in school? Isn't that what PE class is for? I used to like PE at school. I skateboarded today for 8 miles, first time going past the driveway in over 30 years. Sick. Alright, I can do them. The trick's about here. We just played basketball. Didn't you have an exam? I had an exam on that. The energy systems, lactic acid, phosphor, whatever, and aerobic. The more CO2 you have, the harder it is. Okay, switch 180 heel flip. Now that we're nicely warmed up from our spins. So switch 180 heel flip. Ricky, don't you know it's cold out there? No exam. Florida school, no exam? Australia school, we got exam. So this means not front side or back side, so it's either switch inward heel or switch varial heel. Let's go for switch inward heel. First tee. Oh my, running warm up. Wow. Switch inward for the first pop is a little out of pocket. I'm happy with that. Okay, another one for Kegeliga. We got a shredder in the background? Oh, we do. All right, you guys tell me if I was out of pocket. I came here 2 days ago. I was like, I just want to do something. I just want to get out of the house. I came here and went one wheeling. Switch 180, okay, that's a shove. Did I go on any rides yesterday? Yeah. After we hung up the stream, I went on the Mummy ride and then the Harry Potter rides. The Harry Potter rides, maybe I could have streamed. They were pretty funny. But the other one was like, it was like a full-on ride. You can't really like bring anything on. But the Harry Potter ones were fun. Walking through the Harry Potter line, I was pretty impressed like of the design, aesthetic or whatever. I'll tell you the story after I do this. So I'm doing switch backside shove. Oh my gosh. Not ideal. Okay, story was, I was here 2 days ago. I was just feeling cooped up in the house. I was like, I just want to get out of the house, but I don't want to do anything too crazy. So I just came here and I was one wheeling around. And then there was this dude and his girlfriend. And I was standing over here and they were like that far away, similar looking distance. the guy walks away from his girlfriend, comes up to me, and he's like, yo, can I ride your one wheel? I used to have one, but it broke. And then I was like, yeah, all right. But then I got nervous. The dude was like, I'm not trying to disrespect the dude, but he was like a little bit like jumpy kind of, and he like smelled like devil's lettuce or whatever. And then I was like, actually, I'm sorry, you can't. Because I was like, if we're here, oh, homie's gonna ride down the bank. If we're here and he has the one wheel, he can just be gone instantly. And then I'm like, damn, one wheel is pretty expensive. I got a little scared because he was saying, he just said, hey, could I ride it? Mine broke. And then he's like, oh yeah, it's okay if you say no. It's okay if you say no. Then when he started saying that, I was like, man, is he actually gonna steal it right now? Because right here, if he dipped away, what am I gonna do? Run after him? Like, I won't be able to catch him. He probably would have been on his face in a heartbeat even if he tried it. He said he used to have one, but I was like, I don't know, we're in this isolated place where you can easily get away in every direction. I was like, maybe it is risky. So I didn't let him use it. Steal his girl? Well, that was what I thought was weird, is that he came, that's what I thought, oh, he's just with his girl, it's a nice sunset, whatever, nice spot. But I thought, like, it's weird that he came by himself. Why didn't his girl come too? And then I was like, if he stole it, maybe I could go over to the girl, but what am I gonna do? Kidnap her and say, give me back my one wheel? I was like, and if I ran after him, she could just run away the other way. So I was like, I don't know. But honestly, he's probably just innocent dude that just liked one wheeling, and I was so sus. I was like, yeah, you can use it. Actually, no. I was like, weird. I think you'd catch him. I don't know, one wheel can go pretty fast. If he knew how to ride it, I think random thief wouldn't, but if someone knows how to ride it, I think they get it away every time. We need to not feel bad for saying no. Yeah, my initial, like if someone was at the skate park and said, hey, can I ride? I'll always say yes. But because I'm in this like isolated open space where he really could get speed and really disappear, that's what made me be like, I don't know. Once he picks up speed, yeah, exactly. And here, it's just into the bushes, onto the road out there, boom. I'll never see him again. So I don't know. I don't know if I fumbled. I don't know if that was like a super weird interaction. Anyway, we landed 2 of the 5 spins. I get it though, it's an empty area. You never had to climb a rope in gym. I did, Gia. I remember I climbed and I hanged off the roof, let go of the rope, and the teacher's like, whoa, don't. Switch kickflip. Nice. Not nice. Terrible form. Not ideal, but I'll take it. I would chase him, hell yeah, because like, if I put enough pressure on him, maybe he'll fall, maybe he'll have to go through a fence or something, then I'll get him. But it's like, even if he's only gonna steal it like 10% of the time, which is probably still way too high, 5% of the time, still like not really worth it. Like one wheels are pretty expensive. It's kind of like if you were in a parking lot and someone goes, hey, can I drive your car real quick? You'd be like, no, you're just gonna drive away. Like hell no. So I don't know. It's LA after all, trusting instincts. Yeah, well like what made me weird, he walked alone from the girlfriend. It was him and the girl and they were just talking to me a little bit first, but he walked solely away from the girl. He said just straight up, hey, this is weird, but can I use your one wheel? And he was like a little jittery and smelled like weed. All of those, I was like, I don't know. If he was like, hey, how's it going? Oh, what are you up to? Why are you here? Why am I here? That's my girl. Nice to meet you, blah, blah. If he was more like that, I would have been more chill. Can I drive your car real quick? If I was a big YouTuber, I would do something where you ask people if you can drive their car. And if they say yes, you give them a free car or something. I think that would be funny. Because literally no one would say yes. I wouldn't say yes. Like, why? Why do you want to drive my car? All right, 2 spins left. How much is a one wheel? So my one is an older model, but typically they're like $2,000, you know? And like the resale value is still pretty strong. So it's like, it's at least over $1,000 to sell it used, you know? Regular 360 backside kickflip. Dang it, that's not even a tray, that's literally a backside kickflip. I don't know if I can do this one. Maybe I can do it. Just a real pivoty kickflip. Let's see. I'm gonna do it mob. Yeah, maybe. I saw one of the comments on Webb's video about the fried comments on Jay's videos. This is one of the positive ones. Put an air tag on the one wheel. So, or, you know, you could put an air tag, or you could just not let random twitchy dude that smells like weed ride it in the open space. Either one is good, you know? But I think if someone steals something with an air tag, it will beep to them if they have an iPhone and goes, beep, beep, you have air tag. And then they go, oh, okay, and they just take it off. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's also interesting, someone I knew in Australia once, they got their phone stolen and they had Find My Phone on. They open up Find My Phone and it leads to like apartment building in bad area. Good luck. What are you gonna do? It doesn't tell you which floor. It doesn't tell you which apartment. Like, what can you do? Knock on every door? Do you have my phone? No. Okay. Oh! Do you know a lot of people that smoke weed? I mean, it's California, but am I being disrespectful that he smoked weed? No, but I'm just being honest, that was extra information. Homie was like a little twitchy looking, and he smelled like weed. I'm not shaming smoking weed. I feel like 360 kickflips are easy to throw them than to just pivot. I don't think I can jump around that far if I just really throw it. Look how foggy it is. Who was smoking weed? The guy that asked to use the one wheel. He was smelling like weed, not smoking it. Oh! Drum Brokers, it's California. Close? I don't know. I think my only chance of doing this trick is to pivot it. I never really do it on flat. Occasionally out of a kicker, occasionally over a hip. Have I ever tried edibles? Yeah, two times actually. Should I talk about stuff like that though? I tried back in the day, back in like 2014 maybe, when weed was still legal in many places. I went to Amsterdam and I was like, weed's legal, crazy. And I ate like a brownie and not much happened. I think the guy said, he's like, yeah, it would take like 3 hours. It would take like between an hour and a half and 3 hours. And then I ate it in the evening. Through hour and a half passes, nothing happens. 3 hours passes, nothing happens. I'm like, whatever, I'm going to bed. Went to sleep and just had the craziest dreams and like slept terribly. Nah, I don't know if I slept good. I slept weird, you know. I don't know if I was well rested, but just had like crazy dreams. Shouldn't take 3 hours. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Like between 1.5 to 3. This was a long time ago as well. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this trick's happening. I think he said like roughly 1 to 1.5 or up to 3. But I mean, it took longer. It took like, I probably went to bed after like 4 or 5 hours and then the sleep was crazy. But like I felt nothing while I was awake. Everybody's different, yeah. Especially if you have a 134 beat heart rate. Depends if you're eating before. I can't remember. It's too long ago. I don't think I can land this. Sure it wasn't psychosyllablin? That's mushrooms, right? I can't remember how to say it. Psilocybin? And yes, I am sure. I hope. Can you do kickflip blade shove? Not with this heart rate. Oh! That was about to be it. Weed being legalized is annoying. I smell it everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. Did it do the things they were saying? Like, wasn't it meant to take money away from drug dealers and stuff? Did that actually happen? It really helps some people? Yeah, I'll definitely agree with that. 100%. Not really. My like general philosophy is I try to live a simple life, and like if I don't need something, then like why should I do it? That's kind of how I feel about weed and alcohol. Oh, and like I don't know, prescription drugs and stuff. If I like sleep badly and I have a headache, to me I'm like, you deserve to have a headache, Ricky. You shouldn't take headache, migraine, whatever. If you slept badly, you didn't get enough sleep. That's why you have a headache. Next time, sleep better. I typically try to avoid taking anything unless, like, of course, there's unique situations. And of course, that's not the same for everyone. And of course, it's super legitimate. Of course, modern medicine is amazing, whatever. But that's like my general thing. If I'm like, you're an idiot, you didn't get any sleep, you have a headache, bad luck. Like, you deserve the headache. That was actually kind of close. That's a good way to live life. I live in a country where they decriminalize all drugs and it was zombie apocalypse. Wasn't the first country to do it Portugal? Even though they haven't fully decriminalized drugs in SF, they like effectively have, right? It's very science of me. Science is no drugs as well, right? Is that what you mean? Legalize weed, then tax snack food. Portland. It's gonna get dark before I land this. 360. Whoa. Can you full cab flip? But just move backwards, as in back 3. San Francisco has decriminal. Oh! Take it? That was close. That was actually it. I actually probably can't do it. Being fit is low-key the best super drug. I haven't been ill in 2 years. I'm really getting serious. Lost 30 kgs, gained some serious muscle. Hell yeah, love to hear it. We got the heart rate monitor now, and Rick's about to undergo the fitness journey. Next, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna skate with Darude. He's in town. He was in the chat earlier when I first started. Tomorrow I'm gonna skate with him. Then on Monday, I want to do a desktop. Look at me with the schedule. Tomorrow, Darude at about 12-ish, maybe slightly earlier if I'm organized, 11:30 to 12. Monday, I'm doing desktop definitely Monday, but maybe I could do beep test first, then go to the desktop. I might do it like that. Everyone should go to the gym. I don't know. What I love about life is that you have personal autonomy to do whatever you want. There's nothing is correct and nothing is incorrect. If you want to ride a skateboard, great. You want to ride a scooter, great. If you want to never exercise ever, never run, never move your body, never eat healthy food, fine. Like, do it, you know? You have the autonomy. And if anyone said, hey, everyone in the world can't choose junk food, everyone in the world can't not go to the gym, that would be terrible. That would be absolutely awful. I thoroughly enjoy the ability to make good decisions, ability to make bad decisions. And good and bad doesn't even really exist. It's all just interpreted by each other. Jason Park with the raid. What is up, Jason? Do you recognize this spot? How are you going learning the Twitch skill set? I'm curious, how did the raid go down? What were you guys doing, raiders? He's got the rocket air remote. That's funny. Boom. What's up, Ricky? And hell yeah, I used to skate a lot. Let's go. I was trying to do a backside 360 kickflip, Jason. You ever do them on flat? I was trying to revert the heck out of it. Do a Jason for Jason. All right. Should I do a Jason off the top rope? We were doing the back 3 kicky. Jason off the top rope. It's a pretty good idea for everyone to have some physical activity in their lives if their body allows it, but also just be kind and do what makes you happy. Yeah. But I also think one thing that's very important in life is you can't force anyone to do anything. You can't tell someone they should be like this, they should be like that. It's up to the person's personal autonomy if they want to make changes or make decisions, you know? You can't change someone's life for them. Only they can do that, no matter how much you try to force them. With that being said, let's throw the skateboard into my crotch. From the top rope. I mean, when I went from the top rope, I definitely am not going to do it from the actual top. All right, here we go. I wonder if I can actually do it. He goes like this, right? Oh, potato, potato. Oh my God. Was that good, Jason? I'm scared. Dude, I don't want to do that. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Okay, that's beautiful. It hit me in the leg. Should I actually do a legit one? Do a shorter one? Okay. Come on! You want to see the heart rate go up? It's a scary trick that only the bravest souls can perform. All right, here we go. Brave test. I bailed again. Ah! Ow, that actually hurt. All right, that's as good as it gets. I'm not hitting it into the actual crotch. Let me see that. That's as good as it's gonna get. But thank you for the raid, Jason. Enjoy Twitch. Jason said it in a game of skate once, and I think I didn't do it as well, if I recall correctly. Damn, it's like about to rain. Do a sack tap. I want to do my, all right, let's say I did the sketchy back 3 kicky. You got to do a wedding. Got to go to a wedding, but hell yeah, Ricky, I appreciate the attempt at the back 3 kickflip. Set up like tray flip and do a tray flip per turn. Thanks, Jason. Have fun at the wedding. What time is it in Hawaii? It's earlier, right? All right, let's do a spin. We'll do a spin and we'll cycle back to the back 3 kicky. Look at this aesthetic. 2 hours behind? Yeah, so it's 3. Switch frontside 360. Oh, bro. Wait, but it doesn't say frontside or backside. Okay, so I interpret that as switch frontside. No, wait, it does say frontside. Yeah, so I interpret that as switch front 3. Pivot. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, it's gonna look so bad. Let me actually really see if I can do it. I don't think I can whip my body that much on flat. Try it more like a melon. Damn, that was kind of it. I feel like if that was like a 2-stair, I could have pulled it. Good spin. That was close. I've only ever been able to do it on slippery ground. Damn, my board's getting away. Skate God's punishing for not landing the Jason. Sideways is the worst way to land. It's not that bad. I watched 24 skate parks this morning. How's the shoulder? It still hurts, honestly, because I have done zero recovery for it. I thought it would just heal, but this shoulder is one of the things you need to work out. So that's part of the reason why I'm like, all right, now it's fitness journey time. Will I throw a little laser flip? Let me do 2 more, like this spin and 1 more spin. Then I'll consider it. Oh, that was about to be it. Land heavy on the back. Thanks, Keith. I think I actually can do it. I've come around, literally. That wasn't bad. Oh. All right, now I just gotta really wrap it. Wrap it up. How's the heart rate? 150. Another stream I was thinking is like the movie Crank and the movie Speed. This bus can't go less than 80 miles an hour, otherwise it's gonna explode. And in the movie Crank, I believe the guy gets poisoned, and the only way he can stay alive is if his heart rate is above, I think, 80. But 80 seems low. I think I should do a stream where I say, heart rate under 100, it ends. And I think I should be strict on it that no matter what, it just ends. Maybe I get like 5-second warning to get it back up or something. Maybe with the delay, it needs to be longer. But I think that'll be fun. Under 100, over 100 stream. But maybe that's just skating in general. If I'm peaking at 140 right now. Oh, we're taking it. Am I gonna take poison on stream? I think that's TOS on Twitch, but on Kick, who knows? Also, what's the deal with Aiden Ross? Is Kick dead? All right, final spin, and then maybe we'll try the back 3 kicky again. Counts on defense? Yo, it counts on offense. Nah, I don't know. When I do a trick that I can't really do for a spin, any land is a make. Switch kickflip 180. Doesn't say front side or back side, so that's either varial or switch hard. Should we do both just for the vibes? For Gabe Cruz, for meeting Gabe Cruz today. Ooh. So ugly, but I did land it. Who is Gabe Cruz? Imondom. Yo, I don't know if that's troll or if that's real, but if that's real, that's sick. If that's real, don't worry about it. He's not a streamer, it's all good. No stress. Forget I mentioned it. Finished off with a terrible switch hard flip. Redacted. redacted or something redacted. Oh, so gross. But we are making makes. Gabe Cruz from ATT. I was asking him about his job. All right, finish the spins. Should I try the back 3 kicky again? After the front 3, I actually feel like I could at least land a pivoty one. I'm definitely not gonna do a tray flip body varial like what Jason said to do. I ain't got the heart rate for that. The gift flip. Gabe is a single reason varial flips are still alive. Gabe might be the reason they're dead now. Gabe stopped pushing them and they died. Just gotta tweak it a little more. Don't have a heart attack? I mean, if I had a heart attack at 33, I'll be pretty bummed. Skating my whole life, just to have a heart attack. My peak fitness was probably about 2018, but honestly, I was in the best shape. I was skating, I was doing Krav Maga, working out a bunch, running, but honestly, I was in bad mental state. That was like just after my brother died and stuff, and I was not doing so hot. But fitness and exercise and skating is nice escape from like things not going so well for you. Dude, I saw a short clip of one of your videos shooting a minigun. Did you upload the full thing anyway? Because I'd love to see it. Yes, I did not upload it, but it is on Nigel Jones's channel. I believe if I command Nigel, oh, we don't have command Nigel. If you go on YouTube and search Nigel Jones TV, you should be able to find it. It's called like Creator Shooting Day round 2 or something. I think that's it. I shoot a bunch of different guns. I filmed it too, but I was like, posting gun stuff on YouTube is just like really not good for the channel. So I did not post anything about it. Skating is therapy, skating is life, skating is love. Skating is a back 3 kickflip in the rain. Full pivot with a heart rate of 137. Skate not hate. Speaking of Nigel, what is that emote? Is it raining? Like low key, kind of. It's about to be. Oh! The full pivot was in position. I have clothes on the line. Yeah, I would take him in. All right, I think that's not happening. Should we do a straight 8 instead? Straight 12?
Suited Samurai gifted 1 sub.
Yo, Suited Samurai, thank you for the sub. Would you like a fantastic spin? For skating is life, skating is love. Ricky, you got the same weather as me. How close are you to the San Fernando Valley? Well, to be honest, where I am now is a publicly known location. So I think you could utilize the power of the internet and figure it out. Fakey 360 heel flip. GG. No, we got that. Come on. Fakey 360 heel flip. So it doesn't say front side or back side. So that's a fakey laser flip or fakey 360 mid heel. Fakey laser flips. No, I ain't got him. But I'll try. I think maybe I could do it. Geo guess him. Jason said this is a famous spot. He instantly knew where I was. Oh my first tee. Fakey laser. Yeah, we got it. I'll try to do it a bit closer to the camera. The spins are wild. Suited Samurai, you got me on a good challenge. Meant to GG bro when you were trying to geoguess. This is where Ricky went to talk about his knee surgery. That's all I know. That's a good memory. This is my happy place, honestly. I like big open space. Whoa! Theo, what is up? We're out in the wild again. What's good, Theo? Shout out to my homie Theo. Coding, software engineer, creator. Welcome in, Raiders. You guys like technology, right? I would say a coder likes technology. I have new technology. All right, alert, be quiet now. Hey, I skate too. Theo, thank you so much for the raid. Hey, I skate too. All right, Theo and Raiders. You guys like technology, right? Yo!
Shit. Theo subbed for 7 months.
Damn, 7 months, Theo. Let's go. Thanks so much for the raid. You guys like technology, right? I'm an IRL streamer, so I got a bit of technology. But today, I got new technology. I'm wearing a wire. Don't tell anyone. I'm wearing a wire. But the wire is heart rate monitor. And it's actually pretty cool. We have it right now. You can see 144. I was just skating to see what it does. But to celebrate you guys coming, we could try to run as fast as we can and see how high I can get it. Why don't I go and run across this from here to here, and I'll sprint, and I'll sprint back, and let's see how high I can get it, okay? For the Raiders, let's try to match the view count. We got 194, let's see if we can. Apparently my max heart rate's meant to be 187. 220 minus your age. Oh man, this is gonna be hard holding the stream, okay? Ready? Dude. Oh man, all right, there and back. I don't know how far this. I ran so fast, I broke the stream. What are we at? Best failure I've seen. 181? That was quite hard. What happened? You can go faster? Yeah. Oh. Honestly, what I was saying before you guys rated is that I'm in like the worst shape of the last few years. And that's why I got the heart rate to start a nice little fitness arc. That was quite intense. Stream ends when Rick's life ends. But yo, you telling me my max heart rate's 187 and I just casually got to 181 holding the stream? The feds got me. Do it again? No. I think skate tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, I'll do the 20-meter shuffle run test, also known as the beep test. You'll see me just get destroyed. Let me rest. Well, not rest. Let me casually skate tomorrow as rest. Then I'll do it on Monday. The picture of health. But yeah, that's what I've been saying is like I'm out of shape right now. For what I consider like my peak the last few years, I'm not doing good. But we were doing a spin where I was doing a randomly generated trick, which was a fakey laser flip. Sounds impressive, and it is pretty impressive, but it's a trick that I'm not good at. So it goes like this. Fakey, which means standing backwards kind of, and then the board spins this direction. And you can do a lot of different spinning directions, and some are much harder than others. This is like a bit of a harder one. So if I were to do an easy one, I could do a 360 flip, where even in my tired state, I can still do it. But to do the specific one, it's a bit harder. Let's try. Drink water. Unfortunately for me, I forgot to bring my water. I'm trapped in this beautiful location with no water. Yeah, I didn't. Dang it. Rick flip is a fakie big spin heel, right? Yes. It's this exact trick, except instead of landing fakie again, I land 180. It's really dark now. I don't know how dark it is for you. I'll even put the light on. Bomb into the bank? Nah, in low light it's dangerous because you can't see the glass on the ground. Looks surreal. Yeah, it looks better for you than for me, for sure. Actually, I can make it brighter like this as well. Watch this skill. This is how I'm an elite streamer now. I think that's significantly brighter, and I'll just do it over that. Oh, damn, that tired me out. Not gonna lie. 181 heart rate. I think fakie laser is harder than fakie big heel. Yes, I would agree. Let's see if I can do it. Whoa. Am I in the frame? Oh, that was good though. That was good. Oh man. Snot rocker. Alleged. It was out of frame. It's all alleged. Anyone keeping up with the Mr. Beast drama? Anyone watch Jimmy's new video? Oompa Loompaville or whatever? Yeah, this is laser flip. Well, this is fakie laser flip. What? Come on, you don't know Mr. Beast and Oompaville or whatever that guy's name is? Oompa Loompaville. Damn, that was close. Hawk tour off camera. Hawk tour. Tony Hawk. Hawk. Dang it. I thought you meant an Oompa Loompa village. McStick. Didn't take a PE exam. Don't know the YouTuber Oompa Loompaville or whatever his name is. Come on, McStick. Get your head in the game today. I came damn close to landing very hill launching out of a bank today. Stuck it a few times, didn't roll away. McStick, I know him. Okay, sick. He made a video with Mr. Beast. The final interview to end all the drama. Lasers are the go. Honestly, I hate lasers. Nothing to hear. Don't worry about that. He's beat Elden Ring? Who's your favorite gamer, McStick? I was watching earlier. It was pretty interesting. I was on the I still love Mr. Beast train. So it all is looking like it's coming around. Damn, that was it. People hating them makes me love more. Oompa had a Mr. Beast interview, yeah, like 10 hours ago. Like it just dropped. Oh! How could you hate Jimmy? Yeah, I agree. It seems very interesting, but the original guy's videos did have a lot of very compelling things. It was quite interesting to see how it all unfolded. But I feel like it was a good experiment of like sociology. When the king falls down, all the townspeople go, yeah, you suck, you suck, you suck. And they all kind of like echo on each other. They don't really say, well, let's actually look at this. They just say, this guy looks bad, let's get him. Are you aware of the Mr. Beast and Josh Block situation? Pretty crazy. Is Mr. Beast Mr. Beast, or is it a different person? Mr. Beast is cooked. That's fair. It's very fair. I would say Mr. Beast is by far the most philanthropic creator, though. Even if he's evil or whatever, I think you can't deny that. I think that's objectively true. That was close. See the video of the IRBM they launched. Things wild. I did not watch the video, but I read a little bit about it, and it seems very scary. Scary time, but I don't fully know enough about it to really like talk about it. Two-hour dog dropped. Jacksepticeye, I would say, is probably more philanthropic. Not by the sheer numbers of the actions. See, that's interesting because I don't know that much about Jacksepticeye, but I guess it starts to depend on where the definitions become. Davey Ho, money that would be taxed from him regardless, he can either donate it for good PR or lose it straight to the gov with no PR bonus. Mr. Beast, Mr. Divisive. Nah, I think it's interesting. Johnny Somali is very generous. Uh-oh, whoever really activated the discussion now. Giving wealth or charity for causes. It's philanthropics. Really? Philanthropic? Philanthropic? I thought it's philanthropic. What does philanthropic mean? It means like charitable. It means like do many charitable acts, I think, would be the official definition. This reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to skate flat ground in my garage, and I would have like the shittiest light like this, and I could barely see, and I would go slow and just battle like nollie trays and switch trays and stuff. It's hard to do flip tricks when it's low light. For me, it's way lower light than it is for you. I only eat chocolate without added sugar, wink wink. I mean, that's no one. Mr. Beast is adding sugar, I think. When I first ate a Feastables, I was like, oh, this doesn't really taste that good. I thought Mr. Beast was kind of like, he said he was trying to make it healthier and not so bad for you. But at the same time, it's like, if you're competing with the bad food, then it's like you're kind of just middling the road. Whereas like, if you make something really healthy, then it doesn't taste good at all. Like healthy chocolate tastes terrible. But then if you make medium, then it's like, it's okay, but it's not really that healthy and it doesn't really taste that good. So it's kind of like nowhere land. I like very dark chocolate, good for the blood pressure. Should I just get a blood pressure machine next? Stream ends when I change my blood pressure. I just had Feastables like an hour ago and it's pretty good if you want to eat candy. You know what my favorite American chocolate is? Payday. Payday bar. Nice nougat and nuts. Let's go. Can I get a make? Oh, I could have. I probably would have landed that if I could have seen better. W Payday. Damn, that actually was it. Chocolate payday is good too. I don't like chocolate payday. I only like original. King size original payday, please. Nothing beats Tim Tams. W Australians. I ate Tim Tams recently for the first time in quite a while on the subathon. Kinder Buenos. I like the Kinder normal chocolate. The non-bueno. I like the just, I don't know what it's called. The bars. Ninja lifestyle. Nice sunset here. It's pitch black, Ninja. Nice double backflip into the foam. How are we doing, Ninja? I'm trying to do a fakey laser. You got him? I would say I've got him, but I just am not very good at him. I know you'll never see me doing the video part. Oh! Do we take it? I didn't know they had solid bars game changer. Yo, Mike, what? I'm taking that for sure. Yeah, Mike, the violation, Ninja? Bro, it's pitch black. Look, for you on that mode, it looks very different to the reality. This is what the reality is more like. It's this. Yo, let's skate. Let's skate out here. It's nothing. Barely. Look, can you see a kickflip? Barely. Nah, I'm just kidding. I can do it better if you want. Rain or dust? It's rain. We're in the dark in the rain. This lens has a better aperture or whatever it's called. Nollie V heel. Yeah, all right, McStick. I'm taking the other one. Got duck fast. Yeah, it gets. Official sunset is literally like 4:45. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. I believe the peak winter solstice is December 21, if I recall. All right, this is a McStick. Oh, terrible, but I'll take it. Exposure. Nah, exposure means the visual. I think aperture means the actual lens. Because I'm just differentiating between the two lenses of the camera. One has a smaller aperture, I think is the correct word. You wouldn't say small exposure, I think. Night skating is my favorite, especially downhill riding. It sounds dangerous, not gonna lie. Honestly, I'm a skate in the bright lights kind of guy. I like nice sunlight. Should we try to go for a 12? All the flat tricks. Oh my God, it's so dark. All right, we can't count a kickflip like that. Let's see if we can do them all. Kickflip. Barely can see it. You rock, Mr. Beast, at this point. Thank you for streaming. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the support. We did the balloons, extreme support. We did the universal, extreme support. You guys need to take a break a little bit. Let's do a little bit of no dono stream. Should I ban donos for a stream and say for the love stream? That would be funny. Here we go. Aperture lets more light in. Lens aperture is how wide open hole behind the lens glass is. Exposure is how long it is open. So, and am I correct in saying this lens has a wider aperture? Give it to charity? I mean, we could. The problem that I found in my life with the idea of give it to charity is, like most charities that I've ever come across, is it's like it pays all the people's wages, whatever, and then the money that you actually gave, so little goes to the thing that you're giving to. And then it's like, damn, you gave $1 and then the actual charity gets like 20 cents. And then the people just running logistics get 80 cents. Like, that doesn't feel right. But I don't know. No one else is running the charity, so I guess 20 cents is better than 0 cents. But I don't know. What I've been saying I would like to do is cut my hair by a creator barber and give it to charity that gives the hair free to a little kid with cancer. Ricky needs to open up a charity? I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like you need to be in the right time of your life to do that, and I feel like Rick is not in that time. Ricky needs a good text, man? Yeah, please. Yeah, free skateboards. That's the charity we run, unofficial. You send the skateboard and I'll give it away. I still have a couple of beginner completes. And like, yeah, maybe I'm slow, maybe I'm biding my time, but like, I wanted to give it to someone that actually wants it. Because if I just pick any skater and give them a beginner complete, it's not gonna hit right. I was proud of the Walmart kid that I gave the other beginner complete. I would like to do more stuff like that. But I do want to go to the skate park and have like a comp or something and give away a bunch of stuff. When was the last time I cut my hair? No girls, remember? Yes, wider aperture will have better low light. Higher ISO setting will also lighten up the image at the cost of noise. Yes. Exactly. I have longer hair than Rick, really? People have been saying, Rick, your hair is tied up 100% of the time. What's the point? And then I was like, yeah, that's actually kind of fair. I actually sort of agree. I'll tell you what I love about long hair though, is when I was a kid, insecure kid at school, I used to be like, oh, I gotta get a haircut. It's gonna look weird. It's gonna look different. People are gonna notice that I got a haircut, blah, blah, blah. You like stressed over it. Never cut your hair ever again. Zero stress, zero thought of ever getting a haircut and never have to make an appointment, never have to do anything. It's amazing. It's very liberating. Maybe I should do overnight streaming here. This is kind of a good spot for it, actually. How's that composition? A little too close? If I like did some overnight challenge, I could easily do it here. No one would ever bother me. Long hair is freeing. It's my security blanket. I mean, kind of. That's what I did with my beard, just let it go. Let that shit go. Yeah, it's very liberating, freeing. Will you need a filmer soon, Rick? Yes, Jaron. What's today? Saturday? Next week, let's do something. Let me think about the days. Last time I cut it was 2015, I think. So 9 years? Damn, that's crazy. I remember the last haircut and I go, I'm not gonna cut it anymore. I'm gonna be gone for Thanksgiving. When are you leaving, Jaron? I'm gonna go to the Bay, actually. Yeah, maybe after Thanksgiving is better then. Leaving Monday and I will only be there 5 days. Yeah, let's do something when you come back. What's Ricky's Turkey Day plans? Janice's fam? Yeah, in San Francisco area. I'll try to film with the boys one day and do Thanksgiving one day, then come back. What is everyone else's Thanksgiving plans? Anyone do Friendsgiving? Should I do a Friendsgiving stream? Let's see if we can get my heart rate to go below 100. Should I do a Friendsgiving stream? But I don't think I can do it on the day. And I don't think I can do it the day before because that's probably when I film with the boys. Maybe I could do it the night of the day before, but then I'll be at then I'll be at Janice's parents' house with Janice. Skatesgiving? Could I do it the next day? Could I do it the day after Thanksgiving? Skatesgiving, then drive back? That might work. Back to lurking. Have a good night. Cheers, chat. No worries. Appreciate the comments and the lurks. Thought on CCS and CCS Beginner Complete. Is there a better online place to get it complete if I wanted to donate to the PO box for giveaways, or should I go to the local and ship myself? Or should I just go to the local and ship myself? Ship myself? Drum Brokers, you go to the local park and give away boards would be sick. Take a vid and we'll react to it. Do a POV vid. Put a GoPro here and give away board and I'll react to it. That'd be extremely lit. But yeah, I think CCS makes the best beginner completes. I'm not a super expert on beginner completes, but I think if you want to have a cheap, pretty good skateboard to give away to a new skater, I think CCS board is perfect. But I still have 2 beginner completes to give away. I really wanted to do the stream where I wait in the Walmart, and when I see someone go look at the boards, I say, oh, you're looking at skateboard? Like, what are you doing? Who are you buying it for? And then they go, oh yeah, Timmy's getting 15, blah, blah, blah. And I go, oh, here, you want a free board? But I haven't figured out how to not make that weird. I think it's hard for it not to be too weird. You know what I mean? Damn, my heart rate's still 110. Making roasted stuffed pumpkin filling with stuffing hot sauce. What could I do for skates giving? Give away stuff? Just come out to the parking lot and enjoy some free candy. I mean skateboard. Drum burkers, I know there is a way to make it not weird. I know it's possible. I just haven't figured it out yet. The 2 things we need: someone to be looking at skateboards, interject them, and tell them that I'm going to give them a skateboard, and then give them a skateboard. They're the 3 things that has to happen somehow. The other one I wanted to do, maybe I could do this soon, is I wanted to go to the Walk of Fame and wait on Avril Lavigne's star. And I just sit like this, exactly like this, and I look out, and I say, first skateboarder I see gets a free deck. I think that would be fun, but I think it would be a longboarder, and honestly, it could happen in like 5 minutes. I think that one's kind of funny. Wait until someone walks out with a skateboard, then trade them for the crap and the receipt, and then return it. Should dress up like Santa and give stuff away. I mean, shouldn't I do that for Christmas, not for Skatesgiving? Your best bet would be set up the camera in the skateboard section and then intervene at checkout. How long do you think I have to wait? That's what I think is exciting. If I go, I was thinking on a weekend, on a Saturday, oh, maybe for Christmas, there'll be people buying more. If I go, the shops might be crazy. All right, in a December weekend, I go to the store on a Saturday morning. I sit down like this, or I subtly wait in the store, holding the stream, not too sus, with the skateboards in the behind me or side of me. And then eventually we see someone go. I feel like it's gonna be a parent or a grandparent looking at the board. And then I go up to them and I say, oh, hey, you interested in buying skateboards? And then they say, get away from me, you freak with the phone gimbal, get out of here. And then I say, okay, bye. And then stream ends, and then I'm all sad. And then I go up to him and I say, hey, oh, cool, skateboard. I actually have a brand new beginner complete that I was ready to give away. I feel like, I don't know, I actually don't know how to do it. Let the kids pick out of your sack. What does everybody want? Where does everybody want it? That's exactly what I'm gonna give you. What the heck? Can't wait for Skatemas. Yeah, I mean, we should do stuff leading up. Honestly, in my life, I've never really cared about Christmas much, if I'm being 100% honest. Maybe it's just because of, you know, family, whatever, divorced parents, blah, blah, blah. But I was never a huge fan. Well, not a fan, but I was just never super into it. I was never like, yes, it's December, oh yeah. Is it snowing? Yes, it is raining. Tell them I work for Tony Hawk. On the first day of Skatemas, the skater said to me, I don't care for Christmas or whatever that is. How old was I when I got divorced? When I was, I think like 3 or 4. But I don't know, it sucks. Like divorced parents, kids know how much it sucks. But yeah. I thought divorced parents was an American thing. Well, it's basically my whole life. Like I don't remember them ever being together. We're getting deep in the campfire now. But you know, I feel like younger is worse. Nah, I feel like the worst would be like 14 or 15. Peak angst. I hear people yelling. Peak angst would have been the worst. But it's like my parents lived about 40 minutes apart. So when I started to get like 13, what I would do is I'll go to my dad's house every second weekend, and I'll go for the whole weekend. But then when I started to get like 13, 14, I want to hang out with my friends that go to my school, and they all live where my mom lives. And then it's like, oh, every second weekend you got to go to your dad's house for the weekend. It's like, it's not that I didn't want to spend time with my dad, but it's like you're just trying to find your footing as a kid, as a teenager. It's like, I can't be 40 minutes away, then I can't do anything. That means like 2 weekends a month I can't see my friends. It's like, it's hard, you know? I feel like you need to see a relationship growing up. Gee, I'm sounding like Janice out here. Yeah, I mean, you probably do. One thing that I've seen like memes about on Instagram that I like super relate to is it says like the divorced kid when you go to your friend's house and their family dinner is just like everything's nice, family, everything's good. And then you're just thinking like, what the hell? This is crazy. That's what I had to do, except it was a 2-hour drive. Dang. But see, did you go every second weekend? The frequency is what made it hard for me. And then it's like, hey, I don't want to come anymore. It's like, what do you mean you don't want to see me? It's like, no, but I need to get my life going. Every other weekend, damn. What age did you stop doing that, Seated Samurai? I was at a new school. Damn. Luckily, I never changed schools. I feel like that would be hard. One of my close friends changed into my school, and like he got so bullied when he first changed. I was like, damn. But me and him never were really like close friends when we were in school, but then the kind of like the year or two after we finished, we became really close friends. I'm trying to think if he was ever on the stream. I don't think so. I don't think he's ever been in any of my content ever. Ricky putting the emphasis on end instead of week is throwing me off. Weekend. Mine lived in the same city, so I could just go back and forth whenever. Yeah, that might be weird too, though. But like divorced parents know as well, something good happens, something bad happens. Who do you call first? You got to make a choice as the kid. Oh no, I broke my wrist. Do I call mom or do I call dad? And then whoever you call, then the other one's like, oh, you called them first, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. A lot of not fun things from that. I experienced at least. Why are you picking your knee? I don't know. Like when Christopher Walken introduced the Foo Fighters. Let go of the past. That past. You signed up on social media. Become an elf. Help Santa for those that are not as blessed as you. Boards rock. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying I wasn't gonna do it, but I was just saying that like I personally was never like that hyped at Christmas time. But it wasn't me saying I'm not gonna do anything. Can I get a 90s heart rate? Only 90s kids remember 90 heart rate. All right, let's take a deep breath. Did either remarry? Whew. Yeah, my mom remarried this dude for like a few years. And I moved house. Didn't like the dude at all, obviously, because I'm angsty teen. Didn't want to move house. didn't go that well. I was like, not bad kid or whatever, but I was like the black sheep kind of thing of the family until I was like, I want to say like 17. And I went from like annoying, shitty kid till I was like 16. Then when I'm 17, I was just extreme, big change out of nowhere. Like I used to just be very argumentative at all costs. And then one day I was like, you know what? I can actually take the high road. Like, why didn't I do that? Got the heart rate up with a good question? Yeah. I'm trying to get it down. Read any books recently? No. I was considering reading the Bible. You guys think that's a good idea? I've never read it. I feel like I'm missing out on life if I exist in this time period and never read the Bible. I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I should read the Bible. Even though I'm atheist, whatever you want to say, not religious at all, I feel like I should read the Bible. Because people sometimes comment on my stuff, blah, 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 Matthew 24. And like, obviously I know that is referencing a thing. But I'm like, what the heck? What does this mean? Maybe I should go and see what Matthew 24 actually means. Do it. It's a good read if you want. You can read it and take what you want from it. Which one do I read? The family friendly or the OG? Don't go for it looking for something. I mean, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just curious. Curious Rick. OG. Have I watched Passion of the Christ? No, I haven't. Maybe I should start there. Nice, easy watch. I feel like reading the Bible would be kind of annoying. It's not annoying, but be a lot. Be intense, maybe is a better word. Revelations is bananas. Janice Spiteri trying to call Rick. Should we answer? I'm live streaming.
I was just gonna ask what you were up to now that it's all dark out.
Yeah, I'm reading the Bible actually.
Oh, well, enjoy it. I hope you find some enlightenment.
I'm up to Matthew 24.
Wow, have you learned anything interesting?
Not yet.
No? Do you feel any peace in your life?
Yeah.
That's really
I'm
good.
in my peaceful place right now.
Wow. I just pulled open your stream. I see.
Yeah.
Looking sus at night at the ditch.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking right now? I'm like, damn, this is a good place for overnight challenges. Is that a good thought process?
That was your thought process?
Yeah.
Wow.
They say, what does Janice think about divorce?
What?
He waiting for his Bible dealer to show up. Cheer 100.
Yep.
I like stream doesn't end until Ricky finishes the Bible.
Is that even doable?
Read the entire thing out loud. What do I think of divorce?
Well, the context. I'll give you a little bit of context. I was talking about how having divorced parents and stuff. Okay, that's all.
Oh, that was no context. Was you were talking about having divorced parents?
Well, I wanted to allude to it was like parents not like me getting divorced or whatever.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I see what your thought process was there. I feel like when we've talked about it, like because you grew up with parents who'd been divorced, like you're like, ooh, I'm worried about when you get married because it means you can get divorced. But for me, because I grew up with parents that have been married my whole life, I don't think of divorce as like it's gonna happen. I think it's something that can happen, but when you go into marriage, you're going into it under the assumption that you will never get divorced. If you think there's a possibility that you're gonna get divorced, you probably shouldn't get married to begin with. So that's what I think of it as. I think
when I get married, I'm gonna get married one time and that's it. I'm not getting remarried.
I think
that's my plan.
When I think about getting married, I don't think of like the exit route. I don't go, okay, well, if we get divorced, this or that. I go, if I'm getting married, it is because I am under the assumption this is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I don't think like, ooh, well, what happens if blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Billy, thank you for the cheer, and the guys are commenting nice Bible verses for me. The audiobook is 65 hours. Ricky said you would agree with what I said. Yeah, GR was saying like divorced kids don't get to see a loving household and it like changes their perception of the world, which I would 100% agree with. That's what I was saying is I go...
They say, when people say to me, why hasn't Ricky proposed to you yet?
Whoa.
I go, well...
Who says that?
Ricky's a little bit nervous about marriage, probably because his parents divorced, so it makes him scared, and I go, I see.
Damn, they just label me like that?
Yeah, because the thing is that someone who grew up in a family with both of their parents married, someone who grew up in that environment, they go, oh, if I say that I'm planning on spending my life with someone, then immediately I already know I'm going to ask that person to marry me. Because if I know that that's who I want to be with, then the next step is marriage. But I think someone who came from divorced family, even if you know you want to spend your life with that person, for some reason you're still scared of marriage. So I don't know.
Yeah. Rems, I say that to her, Ricky. I'm not sure what they're saying. The Bible has too many characters and the storyline keeps changing. You start and you think it's about Adam and Eve, and then it's only like 2 pages, question mark.
Well, the Bible is giving a history of like 2,000 years of different family lines and lineages and stuff.
Oh, I understand what Ram was saying now. I feel like you have kids, it makes it more complicated. No, I feel like when you have kids, it makes it less complicated. Because my mentality would be, once you have kids, you are not important anymore. All that's important is the kids. So then I feel like that makes decision making a little bit simpler. Whereas when you're decision making for yourself, then I feel like it's harder.
But I think sometimes if someone has kids, but then their relationship is bad, it might come to the conclusion, like, the best thing for the kids is that we separate. That, like, we are not giving them the home and relationships that they should have. So the best thing for these children is for us to not be together.
Damn, Massachusetts Mike. My ex-wife had divorced parents. Conspiracy? What stats on divorced parents? Children get divorced. Yes, can we get a statistician in here? Stat, please?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mike, though. Yes, Ricky, she is on point.
Is that I think, like, people who came from parents that are still together have, like, a very different expectation or understanding of relationships and marriage. Like, you know, like, you don't have that, like, fear or, like, worry. You just go, oh, no, this is what happens. You get married and you have kids and then you stay together till you die. Like, that's just it.
Well, yeah, Gia says...
In a divorced family, you're, like, always maybe feeling, like, vulnerable a little bit. Like, you never feel the safety.
Yeah. Gia says people give up too easy. I mean, like, I agree. If you aren't getting abused or cheated on, I agree. I feel like there's a few hard things that's like, okay, if that happens, then it's over. But I feel like, especially if I had kids, then it's like, I will tolerate a lot before I will give up, you know?
I think that's a fairly modern problem, too, where, like, I think back in the day, when marriage was, like, taken a bit more seriously, like, when the expectation, so it used to be that when you get married, it was, like, a big scandal if you got divorced. It was, like,
well,
oh my God, I can't believe they're doing it. And, like, back in that time, when you got married, if you had problems, you're like, okay, well, let's work on it, let's figure it out, because we cannot get divorced. Like, we must solve these problems and come to an understanding. But now that the stigma of divorce is gone, people just go, well, if I don't like it, I'll just get divorced. And it's like, it's maybe there should be a little bit more weight on it. Like, people should be a little scareder of getting divorced. Like, it should have a stigma, because then you, like, actually try to keep going.
Yeah, but it's interesting too, is like, not that long ago, you know, in the 50s or 60s or whatever, it's like, if the woman got divorced and is alone with the kids, then it's like very hard for them to provide or whatever in that time. It's like, damn, it's really hard to get a job, it's really hard to do anything, blah, 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 blah. It's really hard to get money.
Because that they worked harder to get through their problems.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, it was harder on the individual, whereas I feel like now maybe there's a bit more, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit easier to be, I don't know if I want to say any of that stuff. 99, yeah, this combo is not helping me get to 99. I don't know, maybe that's not a good train of thought to follow.
I think something interesting too is I was hearing some people talk about arranged marriage. It was like an Indian couple talking about arranged marriages, and they were saying, like, yeah, like, it's good because you know, maybe you eventually fall in love with the person, but because, like, love isn't the expectation is, like, being in a successful relationship, which means, like, financial stability, creating a family, creating peace. They go, like, the expectation is just, like, to, like, create a good life, and, like, falling in love is bonus. And so it's kind of like, oh, like, at the end of the day, the marriage is meant to be like a partnership where we like are working together to make a tribe and make, you know, our lives. And so they don't have that pressure on like, oh, we gotta be in love. Because I think like love kind of comes and goes. Not comes and goes, but it like comes in waves of like like what?
Comes and goes.
Well, no, I think sometimes when, let's say you're in a relationship for 60 years, there's probably periods that are rocky, or like you probably go through periods where you're not so happy with the other person and you're maybe not feeling them, but then you stick through it and like get back into a good place. So I think like if you go like at the root of this is that we are like a partnership that is gonna like just make sure we have a good life, and like, you know, the love is a bonus. Then if you go through like rocky part where you're maybe not attracted to the person for a little bit, or you don't really like the person for a little bit, if you stick through it and go, well, it's okay, we're gonna stick it out together, like keep working on our lives together, keep working on lives for the kids, then it gives you the time to come back around to that good place. But like if you just call it quits, like, oh, I'm not attracted to them anymore, like let's just divorce, you never let yourself have the chance of like, well, maybe something, you know, changes and evolves and you do get back to that.
Yeah.
Like,
one of my friends, I won't say who it is, but one of my friends had an interesting parents, and he said when he was 18, his parents would be like fighting stuff, and then they kind of like agreed to divorce, but then they were just sort of separated, but not really. And then as time went on, then they're like, I don't know if I can really be bothered like trying to be alone, so like let's kind of just like stay together. And then they would be in this kind of like half friend zone-y, half long-term relationship vibe, where they would kind of like give each other a lot of space and do whatever, but then they still like stay together. I thought that was a very interesting dynamic, because
I think that's healthy.
I've never heard of anyone else like that, where the way my friend says it, he's like, yeah, like they don't really love each other at all, but they're both just kind of like old and like kind of like can't be fucked dealing with anything else, so they're just like whatever.
Well, and like, because that's the thing is like, I think like at a certain point, you know, a certain age, it's like, well, it's more about having a companion than having your romantic partner. It's like just having a person that it's like, well, even though we maybe don't love each other, like I can still talk about my day and that person will listen, or I can still complain about something going on in the world and like have a person to listen to me. That's where they say like it's important to like marry your friend, where it's like even if you like lose the romance, lose the attraction, like you saw the friendship, where like having just a person to have a bond with is, I think, important. And then like also if you have kids, it's like maybe we don't love each other, but we both love the kid, and so we're like connected over that. Like we both are going to act out of the kid's best interest, and like, you know, maybe we go on vacations together, and it's not about us having a romantic vacation, it's about us like spending time with the kid and giving the kid good memories and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I just think of it as like, I think the perspective from being someone who grew up with parents together is like, you just go, yeah, like you just get married and you stay together. It would like take a pretty like significant problem to divorce.
Yeah.
And it's like something that's
well, I think there's like a clear line of what is worth it and what is not. And I feel like once you cross the line, maybe you can come back, but probably not, you know, and then it's like, yeah, you have to just concede at some point. Good therapy session, yeah. Should I go to a therapist on stream? Heart rate activated? You know, my heart rate's on the screen, babe.
Your heart rate's on the screen?
Yeah, when you talk, it goes up.
Really?
No.
Would I stress you out?
Yeah. If you cannot commit to being together, please do not have kids. Well, I think if you cannot commit to being together, you commit to the kid, and then what happens after you have a kid is kid decision first, your happiness second.
Yeah.
Ricky's heartbeats are inefficient. Well, post-exercise session, your heart tends to stay higher, usually. I did sprint as fast as I could and get it up to 181. So shout out to me.
Wow. My heart would explode if it went that fast.
If it gets to 187, I die. That's what the doctor told me.
My heart goes that fast every time I look at you.
Yeah, I know. We'll put the heart rate on you and we'll see.
Remember when I tried to hug you and show you that I loved you earlier and you said, get back?
Yeah.
Get away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you better enjoy this because in 2 weeks I'll be PMSing and you'll wish that I loved you.
Yeah, Ricky is a bad boy heartbreaker. No, not really. My philosophy of life is if someone's ex-partners, say if I had like 10 ex-girlfriends that all hate me, it's like, wow, I'm just an absolute piece of shit. Just I go somewhere and I leave a trail of destruction behind me. I go somewhere and leave a trail of destruction behind me. Go somewhere and leave a trail of destruction behind me. I think that's like absolutely terrible way to live. Basically all of my past partners or whatever, they would never say, I hate Ricky. They would say, oh yeah, he was cool, but it didn't work out.
Well, also, you never broke up with anybody, so there's that.
Yeah. When 87 you die for everyone, question mark? My understanding of hearts is your maximum heart rate achievable is 220 minus your age. And if you hit the mark, you instantly explode. Damn, it's starting to rain more. I think I gotta start walking.
What?
I gotta walk and talk.
You gotta walk and talk?
Yeah, I gotta get out of the rain.
Did we go to couple counseling?
No, not stream.
Yeah.
What? You agree to that? Let me see. Look how wet it is. That was my bag.
I think, Ricky, my take of you is that, like, you would deal with a lot before ever calling a relationship quits.
Yeah, but at the same time, I wouldn't just willy-nilly marry someone at the drop of a hat either.
Well, because there's been times where, like, I thought you were really mad at me, and I thought you were upset and just break up with me. And I go, well, what? No, I'm not going to do that. And I go, dang, like, I thought he was at peak, but apparently you can be really don't think it through.
It kind of cut out while you're talking, and I think it was part of God's plan that as you compliment me, it cuts out.
Huh?
It kind of cut out as you're saying that.
I was saying I thought that you were like at peak madness before where you'd want to break up with me. You go, what? I'm not going to break up with you. And I go, oh.
Oh.
You tolerated a lot before actually wanting to break up.
Yeah. Sure. But I don't know. I think I have the hard lines.
They said Ricky gets mad.
Yeah, always. The nice guy act can't last forever. One day I'm gonna slip up. It's all gonna come crashing down.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're gonna see through the app.
Yeah. You can't hide forever. Alright, well. Are you at home?
No.
I gotta walk through the mud right now. Huh? Alright, well, I'll see you at home then. Anything else you want to say to the chat?
No.
You don't want to talk to him?
Oh,
you don't want to? You want to? Oh my god, that scared me. That sounded like it was coming from the phone. Why'd you yell? Why'd you yell all terrain?
I didn't yell all terrain.
Yell all terrain for a control.
It's crazy that like I didn't know that was my voice.
Can you yell one for control?
All terrain.
Does sound the same. It's just slightly less loud.
Yeah, I didn't know it was me. I thought it was Maya the whole time.
What? You think I'm playing Maya for you?
Yeah.
Damn. Alright, well, I will... You have any Bible verses recommending for the chat?
I don't know Bible verses off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm. That's my favorite one, too.
I know general stories from the Bible.
Yeah, it doesn't count. It's got to be Matthew 24.
John 17. Is that the one that's on the cup?
Yeah, that's the one at the bottom of In and Out.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Alright, well, I need to use both my hands now.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right, are we having fun, guys? Fun skate sesh? Nice family therapy time. So I do need to like hike up this muddy hill. So let me just get my stuff in order. And that is not a good way to get it in order. Oh, it's all muddy now. Was that a good convo? Was that authentic? Ezekiel 2320, is that legit? Have a good, nice lady. You rock. Rodney Mullen 24, bend your knees. Scientology is definitely watching Ricky from the shadows. W convo. I feel like it's fun. What I feel like's fun of streaming is like I would never ever post a YouTube video where I'm like talking about stuff like that. Like literally never. Like why would I post that? Maybe like a podcast would be the only setting where I'd say stuff like that. But like what? Am I gonna do a podcast every week? I feel like live streaming is cool because you can see like a deeper connection or whatever, and like you can affect the conversation too. You say, oh, they're talking about this, I want to ask this question. You know what I mean? I think that is quite cool of live streaming. Live streaming does have a lot of cool things. All right, I'm gonna shine the light here so I can actually see. I just gotta walk up this hill and then it's a little bit easier. Yeah, what's a good overnight challenge? This is a cool zone. But then I guess then it is kind of extremely known where I am is maybe a little bit risky. Okay, we're at the top. I know those vans are clean. I don't want to ping him too much. What happened to Mowgli? Hope you parent won't mind. My parents, when I'm talking about him? Real life, real time. Being good. Being good. A being chat is an art. Go do things greater than. Going do things is less good than watch Ricky do things. Damn, I don't want to inspire that philosophy though. I want you to see me do stuff and go, damn, I should do that. And then you turn off the stream and then you go do something. I don't want to be like, you gotta watch what I do. I would hope that I can like, I don't know, be like a window into what I do, and then maybe it makes you affects change or something. Mowgli's supposed to do his first SR stream tonight. Interesting. Did he figure out how to set it up? I really can't even see the path. I was throwing 900s before Ricky started streaming. But I don't know, it's the same. It's like what I said. Your life is your choices. No one, oh, there's a person up there. Uh-oh. No one has the right to tell someone is wrong or right for your life. It's entirely up to you. Let's see how this interaction goes right here. Hey. Sus! Let's get out of here. Why did he come to me like that? Why did he look at me like that? Did he think I was a cop? How's the heart rate? Are we up? What was that guy saying? Could you see him at all? Are we on fisheye? Oh, you probably couldn't see him if we're on fisheye. Could not see? Dang. There's just a random guy in a hoodie walking real slow, and then as soon as I got close enough to see me, he was like, huh? What? And he like started walking towards me and I just skated off. Silhouette for a brief moment. Yeah, should we, I mean, it's not even late at night, but should we be paying a little more attention? Okay, don't mind me. This isn't any old darkness, it's advanced darkness. Look like a Dementor. At the Harry Potter thing, after I ended the stream, I went on the ride with all the Dementors. Oh! The basketball mobile. We saw that with Andy Anderson. Oh yeah, it's Saturday night. When someone is about to attack you at night, but you're just a chill guy and you skate away. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about being in a desolate area and getting attacked because I feel like I can run away. I'm more worried about being in a crowded area and not being able to get away. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like if that guy really wanted to attack me, I could just really just sprint away. And then it's like, who's fitter, the criminal or me? Thank you for streaming tonight, dude. You make me smile. I'm out. Love your mods. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Will they give way to Rick? Oh, we got one. Oh my god, it's super dirty. Just kidding. All right, well, yeah, I think that's it. Ricky only hires the best mods in the business. Filth Fiend, I could totally be a good mod. Am I? Filth Fiend, I know, I think it was Mike that said I never want to be the mod. I don't think you said that. But Filth Fiend, if you actually do want to be a mod, we could talk about it. Do I have a name for my car? No, I've never named any of my cars, to be honest. I'm not really a car naming kind of guy. Even though it might seem like it. All right, I think that's gonna conclude my heart rate stream. Damn, we're still so high. Should I be worried that it's 100? You say Mowgli is trying to do a stream right now? Or is he not? He's not quite there yet. Mogul moves. Should we raid? Oh, we could raid Ninja, I guess. What's he doing? He just started.
Finally making some money again, man. I mean, not big money, but I'm gonna make fucking $700-800 this month.
Damn, he's almost up to break table. He's almost up to table breaking monetary goal. I think he only needs $15 more. So that's interesting. All right, I'll raid Ninja Lifestyle. Ninja Lifestyle. If he breaks the table, guys, can someone clip it and send to the Discord? I'll raid Ninja Lifestyle. The lowest, I say the heart rate is 97. Well, yeah, post hard exercise. I think it takes a few hours for it to settle back down. Thanks for the stream, Aurora. No worries. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here. Let's raid Ninja Lifestyle. If he breaks the table, please let me know. But yeah, tomorrow, Darude stream at about 12 o'clock my time, I think. I think that's probably what's going to happen. But that should be really fun. Shout out to Darude. At Darude on Twitch. He streams once per week, which is very cool. All right, that's it. Bye-bye.
That shit would never end.